Rachel Zegler seems to be looking a little different as Snow White on the Snow White International poster. And this whole Snow White controversy just keeps getting, crazier. And then right before, at the center of it all, is Rachel Zegler. Now, if you ever seen the new international poster, here it is. And they've probably noticeably lightened Rachel Zegler's skin tone. Yes, Rachel Zegler, the actress who said she wouldn't bleach her skin for this role. Now, it seems like Disney is doing it for her. So what's going on with Rachel Zegler and this movie? Now, I'll be honest, I can't help but wonder why Rachel Zegler's appearance is being changed for the marketing. And I mean, they made a big deal about casting Rachel Zegler as Snow White for the sake of diversity and inclusion. But if they're just, going to Photoshop Rachel Zegler to look more like the animated version, what was the point of casting her in the first place? It feels like Disney's trying to play both sides right now, okay? Now, Rachel Zegler's casting was controversial from the start. You see, people were divided. Some were excited, but others were, just couldn't wrap their heads around the idea of Rachel Zegler playing a character whose name literally describes her fair skin. Now, it's not Zegler's fault, but it shows how confused Disney is about this movie's direction, okay? And Zegler didn't even do herself any favors, as y'all remember. You see, she criticized the original movie where she called it outdated and even took shots at the prince, and those comments from her rubbed a lot of fans the wrong way. And you've got to wonder exactly why Disney didn't tell Zegler to cool it much sooner, knowing how protective people are of these classic stories. Now, then there's also the whole situation with the dwarves, as you all know. Zegler's Snow White isn't surrounded by the iconic Seven Dwarfs. They're just, surrounded by a bunch of CGI characters instead. And it's so controversial and stuff that, with the CGI dwarfs, and it's a whole big mess. And again, it all comes back to Zegler being at the center of the chaos thanks to Bob Iger. Now, Zegler's name has been trending for all the wrong reasons, where people aren't talking about her acting or singing talent. They're talking about how Rachel Zegler keeps getting caught up in controversy. And between her outspoken political opinions and the marketing blunders, Rachel Zegler can't really catch a break with this role. I mean, then there's also other roles. And even the trailers didn't help. You see, when people saw Zegler as Snow White, they weren't even impressed. And this shows that people aren't buying this version of the character. But you also have to wonder, how much is Disney regretting the way that they've handled the Rachel Zegler debut in this movie? And why did they decide to also lighten her skin? I mean, did they really think no one would notice and stuff? It just makes Disney look more like they're second guessing Zegler's casting. This is not the first time they did this with the other character. They replaced Anthony Mackie as Captain America, put the helmet and mask on Chadwick Boseman from Black Panther and everything. And they also, shortened John Boyega when he was in Star Wars Disney sequel and stuff. And honestly, if they were really confident in her, they wouldn't feel the need to go ahead and alter her appearance like this, okay? It seems that they're not as inclusive as they put themselves out to be. You see, it's actually disingenuous. They cast Rachel Zegler to make a statement about diversity, but now by lightening her skin, they're trying to appease fans who wanted the traditional look. Now, it's a lose-lose situation. Zegler is actually in the middle of it once again. You see, I feel bad for her. She took on this role probably thinking it would be her big break. I changed my mind. I don't feel bad for her, but it's turned into a PR disaster. The controversy isn't even about Rachel Zegler as an actress. It's about the decisions that Disney keeps making around her. Now, Zegler keeps finding herself at the center of every debate about this movie, whether it's her comments or about the original story or like political points and stuff, or how she's portrayed in the marketing. She is always the focus. It makes me wonder how this will impact Zegler's career moving forward. Now, if this movie flops, will people actually blame Rachel Zegler, or will they point the finger at Disney for the way they've handled everything? I mean, either way, she's the face of this controversy, whether she likes it or not. It's a tough spot to be in. Now, I keep coming back to that poster and stuff. This poster right here. Why did they feel they need to make Zegler look more like the animated version? If they were confident in her, they wouldn't have done that. and it's like they admitted they made a mistake, but don't want to say it out loud. But let's be real. At this point, I don't know what Disney can do to fix this. Rachel Zegler's casting has been so divisive, and every attempt to course correct just makes it worse. Now they're stuck between trying to modernize the story and staying true to the original, which they're not. And Rachel Zegler is right in the middle of it. Now I wonder exactly how Rachel Zegler feels about all of this. She's been vocal about her views, but she doesn't. Seems to be like she might complain about not being supported by Disney, or does she feel that they're throwing her under the bus with those marketing decisions? I don't know. I don't care, but I want to hear what Rachel Zegler think about all of this. But be honest with me. What do you all think about this? Is Disney to blame for this controversy, or is Rachel Zegler just the wrong fit for the role? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. And if you're as curious as I am to see how all of this play out, hit that subscribe button. I have a feeling we're not done hearing or talking about Rachel Zegler anytime soon. So like I said, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional details or thoughts you might have in this particular topic. If you enjoyed what was shared in this video, go ahead and smash the like button and share the video far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already, you enjoyed all the content that I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications so that way you're notified of future uploads and updates. Till then, peace.